everybody, my name is Laura Lance and I am the wife of MMO's optical coordinator, Brandon Lance. My husband and I have been serving with MMO for the last 7 years, and during that time I have had the opportunity to travel with Medical Missions Outreach on 13 different trips all around the world. We absolutely love partnering with them and traveling and having these experiences, and I'm excited that I was asked to share with you my tips and my must-haves for packing your carry-on bag for an international flight. Having traveled as much as I have, I think I have this down to a science, so I'm excited to share with you, again, my must-have things just to make sure that you are packed and prepared and ready for your international trip. So the very first thing I wanna let you know about is you will have a Facebook page to communicate with MMO as you prepare for your trip, and everyone else on your trip will be in this page too, and it's the perfect place to ask questions. So if you have questions about packing, go there first. You can also go to MMO's website and there is a full packing list for everything you would need for the whole week. But again, this video is just for your carry-on. Now, most trips you can carry a backpack and an actual carry-on suitcase. Just remember, if you do take that carry-on suitcase, any long layovers, you will have to keep that suitcase with you. So many people do. I, however, just like to pack in a backpack and have everything I need in there. So everything that I will share with you today will fit in a regular sized backpack. Okay, so first and foremost, of course, do not forget your passport. I think this is absolutely a given, but it has happened, so do not forget your passport. And then also, if you did have to get any vaccinations for your trip, there are certain countries that require you to have vaccines before you enter. You will get a vaccine record card, so make sure you pack that as well. You also want to make sure you bring some cash with you. It's the best way to get additional things in country, and your leader will make sure to get you to a place where you can exchange currency to have what you need. 90% of your trip is covered from the food and the experiences and all of that, but you may find a local grocery store where you want to buy some snacks, or a local coffee shop to go get a coffee every morning or after clinic, or if you find any souvenirs you want to bring home, having cash to exchange in country is the best way to grab those things. The other thing I want to recommend that you bring is your phone, of course, and prior to travel, I recommend downloading maybe some books you can listen to on the flights, some of your favorite music and podcasts. I love downloading a ton of podcasts that I can use during travel throughout the whole week that we're together, because sometimes we're traveling on a bus for hours as well, not just airlines. So definitely get your phone prepared and ready. One thing I want you to think about as you are packing for your international flight is, what if your luggage doesn't make it to the country right away? And this is not uncommon. So I want you to think as you're packing, what do you absolutely have to have on your person for the first 48 hours? So one thing I would recommend packing in your carry-on is a phone charger, and then any adapters or converters that you might need for your electronics. So no matter where you end up, you have a way to charge your phone or any other electronics that you're required to have handy. So make sure you get adapters and converters. You can get them one and the same as well, and pack those. And then also don't forget your headphones. So you have these to listen to your music and your podcasts throughout the week as you have downtime. The next thing I want to recommend that you pack is a change of clothes, at least 1 day set of a change of clothes. And this does not have to take up a lot of space. For women, I recommend just a lightweight knee-length dress to pack up for the next day, or something you can wear for the next 2 days if your luggage doesn't make it. Men, you could probably just pack an extra change of shirts, 1 or 2 lightweight thin shirts that don't take up much space. This will be something you'll be super glad that you packed if that does end up happening with your luggage. And also I want to recommend toiletries. Not all of them, just the bare necessities, travel size toiletries. So your toothpaste, toothbrush, deodorant, and probably like a face wash or moisturizer or something like that. So that's what I like to pack in my carry-on to make sure I have those things. Also, for travel, don't forget medication. Now, you are traveling with a medical team, so you can rest easy in that. If anything happens, you have the support of the medical team and almost a full pharmacy traveling with you. But during travel, you won't have access to that medication. So make sure that you pack any prescription meds that you specifically need. And the other things I like to carry on my person as I travel are acetaminophen or ibuprofen, some Dramamine or Bonine, and Tums, because you just never know how you're gonna feel on those long flights. So I like to pack that as my medication. I also want to recommend a couple additional fun things, because sometimes these flights and layovers can be very long. So I always like to pack a really good book that I carry on me the whole trip. So whenever we're just sitting around waiting for the next thing, I have something to keep me occupied that I enjoy. I also want to recommend that you pack sunglasses, so don't forget those. And then some snacks, especially for that first travel day, because you don't know when you're gonna be somewhere to grab food next, and it's not easy to just stop with 40 people and grab a snack somewhere. So I always like to pack some protein bars and then a little sweet treat. My sweet treat of choice is always peanut M&Ms. So I have a couple of these protein bars in my bag, a sweet treat for that travel day, and I make sure that I have those on hand for myself. And then last but not least, actually I have a couple more things. Things that you may not think to bring, which I think is really important. Hand sanitizer or some kind of like wet wipe or something like that. As we travel, we might not know where the next place is that we'll have a chance to wash our hands before we eat or after we use the restroom. So definitely bring some hand sanitizer for yourself, not just for travel, but for the whole week. There will be plenty at the clinic site, but personally, you'll want to have some for yourself. And then toilet paper, a small roll of toilet paper. You don't want to take up too much space. But again, in these other countries, sometimes there isn't any. We don't know what we're walking into. And sometimes you have to pay for toilet paper in different countries. So if you bring your own, you'll be set and good to go. And then the last thing, which is definitely more my thing, but I want to recommend, is when you travel sometimes on the long bus rides or the long flights, it gets chilly. So maybe bring a sweatshirt or a sweater. I actually prefer a blanket that I have that's lightweight, that folds up into a pillow. And so it's perfect because it fits in my backpack. I can use it as a pillow. If I'm cold, unfold it, and then I can use it in our hotel for the week as well. So I'm sure you can find something like that on Amazon. So that is what I have for you. Again, if you have questions, ask your Facebook group page, because I'm sure if you have a question about packing, so does everybody else. And your long list for packing for the whole week you can find on MMO's website. So thanks for tuning in, and we're excited to see you on the next trip.